summer sun is nearly set, and now it's time for baseball at Petco Park in San Diego. Tonight we continue the road trip with the first of three between the Chicago Cubs and the San Diego Padres. A big-time arm and a power bat should be fun. First pitch is next. Tyson Ross gets the start for San Diego in this one. EK, what's the word on him?
Yeah, guys, he won his 10th game of the season in his last start. We'll see how he does here.
Dexter Fowler heads for the batter's box, and we are just about ready for some evening baseball.
Number 24, Dexter Fowler.
Underway here in the Monday opener as the game's first pitch misses for ball one. Eric, this Padre team, as they take the field here tonight, they come in looking to make it 2 in a row as they were winners last time out.
And in terms of the homestand, they've won 2 and lost 2. So not much to say about that, except you hate to give away games at home. You'd like to see a little more consistent effort going forward.
And a bit of a high throw that time, but no problem over there at first as they record the out. And now here's a look at Joe Maddon's lineup for the visiting Chicago Cubs. What's the key for them to win this series opener, Steve?
These guys are just too aggressive at the plate. I mean, they're last in the league in OBP. So you need to work on being a little bit more patient. But, you know, teams don't change their stripes at this time of the season, so it's going to be really difficult for them.
Pulls this one into the air out into right field. Moving under it, Kemp. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away. And with a quick breather here, let's give you a look at how the Padres align defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic. EK, what do you got?
Well, guys, we get to watch Derek Norris behind the plate. Very athletic, versatile, doesn't let anything get by him, and also pretty darn good offensively. Any team would love to have him.
Chris Bryant gets his first opportunity now in the top of the first with nobody on. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike. You got to figure that man right there would be more than happy to see this guy at the plate taking his swings with 2 out and nobody on all night long.
So would the guy on the mound.
Here's a late swing and a miss, strike 2. Time to check our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Freddie Ferguson.
Yeah, Ferguson might call a few strikes below the knees from time to time, but he tends to get pretty high praise. He's consistent, and he gets the call right just about every time.
Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. The next 0-2 misses, and that'll move it to 1-2 now.
Maybe a good opportunity here to show him a changeup, give him a different look.
That misses. It's to 2-2 now with 2 away here in the top of the first.
Yeah, I think you have to ask yourself, was he trying to throw a fastball for a strike right there? Or was he just trying to set me up for that changeup away?
Hard hit at third. There is Solarte. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Cubs are down in order. And now the Padres get their first opportunity in a scoreless ball game. John Lackey is on the mound for the Cubs in this one. What do you have for us on him, EK?
Yeah, Matty, in his last start, he was pretty effective. Got the win and only allowed 2 runs. Going to try and do that here again.
John Jay Comes to the plate to lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Leading off for the Padres, left fielder, Sean Shea.
This is line to left, and that's a base hit, so the leadoff man's aboard to start off the home half of the first.
So far, so good. They get a scoreless top of the first, and now a leadoff single to start things in their half.
Alexi Ramirez will dig in now. He had a couple of hits in yesterday's contest.
Well, guys, one good game does not a season make. He's been hitting under 250 over his last 10 games, so hopefully he's figured something out.
And he'll break through with a solid knock here, his first of the ball game.
Well, that's two batters and two hard-hit singles to start the bottom of the first. They are showing they are absolutely locked in on this guy.
Coming to the plate now, Matt Kemp, and he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here.
Oh, and it's so important to take advantage of these kind of opportunities early in a ball game. It can change the entire complexion of the game if you can put the other guys on their heels right away.
And that's cut on and missed by Kemp as they move ahead of him now, 0-2.
Oh, just a little over anxious right there. I guess he figured he had a pretty good gauge on that fastball, and he hoped he'd see it again, but he got the curveball instead.
Now a little pop-up off toward the first base side. And this will not be caught. It's a foul ball. Lackey comes set. Here's the 0-2. Fastball got him looking, as that had two-seam action on it, one gone. With a moment here in downtown San Diego, we'll look at the Padres starting lineup. Thoughts, EK? Anyone stand out?
Well, you better look out for the Norrisaurus Rex, Derek Norris. He really likes hitting here in front of the hometown crowd. I mean, his average at home is over 300, so I expect to see a very comfortable and confident hitter when he steps into the box in this one.
From the stretch, Will Myers comes on with one away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. 2-0 now.
He's still got a couple pitches to deal with right here, but he's starting to lose command of his pitches. You got to take a step back, take a deep breath, and get back in the zone.
And there's the first strike, 2-1.
That's a great call there on 2-0. The whole world's thinking fastball, but they dropped the hammer on him.
First and second now, one man out. Very weakly on the ground. Throw is up the line as it gets away. And the run is in to score from second. Trying to do a little too much out there, so that'll go into the books as an E2. Yonhervis Solarte will get his first chance at it now. Didn't factor much into the win yesterday as he took an 0 for 4 in the ball game.
Well, that was a rough one yesterday, but he's still hitting over 300 in his last 10 games.
And he takes a pitch that's ruled a strike at the knees. Pretty liberal strike zone there. It's 0-1.
Now here's a spot with a run home already. That looks nice on the scoreboard. But if you could put up a 2 or even a 3 spot here in the first, that could really go a long way against a guy like this.
Chop this one right side. A tag from Montero. They got him at the plate.
Yeah, and I think, with one away here, you're taught that this is the right idea. Even if you get tagged out, you have first and third with 2 away. If you stay, you have second and third with 2 away. So there's not much of a difference. So you might as well try to score anyway. No dice here, though.
The catcher, Derek Norris, is in. And he is frozen on a good curveball that started at his hip at strike 1. The average entering play at 301. 11 home runs and 42 runs batted in. Takes this the other way to right. And a base hit, and that'll get the run in from third.
Well, you got a good pitch to hit. This is out over the plate, and he knows just what to do with it. Drives this one to right field and picks up that RBI from third.
Into the box now, Corey Spangenberg. Now about a 58-foot breaking pitch that he wisely lays off here.
And this is a guy that needs to throw that curveball for strikes.
Yeah, when he doesn't have command on it, that's when he has to lean on his fastball. And sometimes that'll get him in trouble.
2 men are on with 2 men out. And here's a fastball in for strike one. 91 miles an hour that time.
And you know, I think it's going to be important that when guys get their pitches, they take advantage. There it looked like he was taken all the way, and he may not get another pitch that catches that much of the plate.
Drilled to first. Rizzo is there, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So 2 runs on 3 hits, 1 error, and 2 left. We'll move on to the second now at Petco Park. It's the Padres 2 and the Cubs nothing. Leading off the inning, Anthony Rizzo, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
And this is a guy that can make a big change in this game with one swing of the bat, because you know he has big-time power.
Sends that one out of play for strike one. Ross sets his sights. Here he comes 0-1. Up and in here as he had to bend out of danger.
And we're going to see a lot more of this, because this is a guy who's let it be known that he will work inside. He'll even back you off the plate if he has to.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. A little bit outside. 2-1. He's fallen behind now, 3-1. And with the tying run in the on-deck circle, the question, does he take a look at another one here?
He just might. You're still going to see a good pitch on 3-2, even if this one's a strike.
Here is a ground ball now for the shortstop to the right of second. Throw to first will be in time, and there's one gone here to start the second.
Second baseman, Javier Baez.
Javier Baez gets his first try now, and he's seen that average climb the last week or so. Into the windup and the pitch. Look out, a fastball up near his dome, and that'll wake you up a bit.
He did not like that one bit. You know, it's one thing to work in with the hard stuff, but don't do it around the dome.
On a grade school swing there, it's 1-1.
And that slider's going to make some guys look bad. When he's throwing it good, it's a really tough pitch to get a handle on.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Swing and a miss as he pulled the string on him. 1-2.
Wow, what a good time to take something off of that pitch. And they had him fooled pretty good on that one.
Now a swing and a miss. He struck him out, and it's 2 up, 2 down to start the second.
And this is one of those guys that you can spend all your time in the video room watching what his pitches look like, but until you get out there and see it firsthand, you just have no idea how much his stuff moves around.
Jason Hayward will stand in, and he's been a tough out these past couple of weeks as you see the average there over the course of the last 9 ball games. Hit high and deep to straightaway right field. Back goes Kemp. Gone! A solo shot that time off the bat of Jason Hayward. And even 20 home runs for him now thus far. And that'll put the Cubs on the board. It's now a 2-1 lead.
Hey, you know what? That's exactly what they pay this guy to do. Come up to the plate and hit balls into the seats. Now, it would have been a lot nicer if two guys were on in front of him, but hey, you're on the scoreboard, you'll take it.
Here's Addison Russell.
Shortstop, Addison.
As he'll take a look at a pitch too low, it's ball one. He'll enter play here with an average just over 250. 15 long balls and 48 driven in. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. 1-0 pitch is a slider, swung on and missed, 1-1. Had nibbled the corner there, but missed, 2-1. The 2-1 on its way. Slider misses, and he's in danger of losing him here, 3-1. Ground ball left side. Solarte's got it. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. But the Cubs do get one back on the solo home run. We'll go to the bottom of the second. It's the Padres 2 and the Cubs 1. Number 70 will dig in, and this season certainly hasn't been all that kind to him as he enters play with the average down in the 230s.
Well, he's been hitting really well over his last 10 games or so, and he's someone to watch out for in this one.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. Fowler on the run. One out. With a moment now, let's take a look at the Cubs' alignment on defense. It's brought to us by Majestic. EK, what's the word?
Well, guys, the last place you want to hit the ball against this team, right field. He won the Gold Glove Award last year. He can go get him with the best of anyone.
Digging in, Tyson Ross. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Chopped at the plate. That rolls foul for strike one. One out, nobody on. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Line drive to left. This will hang up just long enough to be run down in shallow left for a tough second out.
The minute he hits that, he's thinking it's a base hit all the way, but it's one of those situations where you get penalized for hitting the ball too hard. And this stayed up long enough to find the outfielder's glove out there.
In now is John Jay. He slaps that one away, and the count will be 0-1. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. To short, hit hard. Gloved by Russell. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. A strong inning that time out of John Lackey. He's still on the short end of a 2-1 score. Leading off the inning, Miguel Montero, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Miguel Montero.
Out in front of it, strike one. Ross gets the sign. Here's the 0-1. Now a fastball off the plate away. A ball and a strike. Line drive to center field. And a base hit, so the leadoff man is aboard.
Yeah, an ideal setup here with the pitcher on deck. He comes through with a solid single to start things out, and now you give your pitcher a chance to bunt you over and make a productive out.
The pitcher, John Lackey, steps up to the plate in a sacrifice situation, so let's see if that is indeed on right here.
Textbook sack situation here, guys.
He's set. Here it comes. Runners off for second. Bunting here is Lackey, and he gets it down. Boy, and slow out of the box that time as he's tagged out quickly.
Well, this is a nice job here of giving himself up. You see him square and put this ball down over toward the right side of the infield, and that's just where you want it to be. They do put the tag on him, but, hey, he gets the job done.
Here's Dexter Fowler now. Chopped foul wide of first.
Oh, that's foul.
A 1 pitch on its way. Set up away with the changeup, but it's 1-1. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. A 2-1 score here as we play inning number 3. A little bouncer, but it gets foul. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Ooh, there's a tough one to take right there on a 1-2 pitch, especially after fighting off so many pitches leading up to that one.
Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone.
Well, the strikeouts sure come in bunches for this guy. Remember, he had 10 of them in his last start, and he's well on his way to maybe even matching that number in this game.
In now, Kyle Schwarber. Belted high in the air out to left. Back goes Jay. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. It'll be Alexi Ramirez's turn when we come back. It's the Padres 2 and the Cubs 1. And here is Alexi Ramirez. He'll lead things off here in this 1-run contest.
Alexi Ramirez.
Right back at it now is Lackey as he gets ahead to start the frame. It's strike 1.
So tough to hang in there on that pitch, but you got to do it. You can't give up that inside corner, or this guy will eat you alive.
And it's quickly 0-2. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And Ramirez able to hold off on that one, but he still trails in the count. It's 1-2.
Yeah, that's the put-away curveball. A great pitch with 2 strikes. You start it in the zone and then let it work out and see if he'll chase.
And they take him out of the zone here, and he obliges. Not the greatest of swings there for the first out.
Well, this curveball right here has got a lot of snap to it, and you can see pretty clearly he's finishing off his pitches much, much better than earlier in the ballgame and getting much better results as well.
So here's Matt Kemp now. And he'll look at a first pitch curveball that's in the dirt. It's ball 1. And the fastball hitting 93 on the gun. It's 1-1.
But this is the thing that's so impressive about this guy. He'll show you that good breaking ball, but then he'll run that fastball up the ladder at 92, 93.
A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Trying to go front door with that breaking ball. Started it a little too far inside, though.
Grounded to short. Backhanded. Throw not in time as he's able to leg it out.
And here's a situation where, heck, just make contact. Put the ball in play. You never know. Winds up beating this ball out.
Will Myers will step in. 0 for 1 with a run scored thus far. And there he goes towards second. Into the seats, 0-1. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Fastball, and he has to bend out of the way of that one. He's running again. Solid base hit for him, his first of the afternoon. And they're not going to get him at third, so runners at second and third now with only 1 gone. Yonherba Solarte comes forward looking to add to this early lead as he'll bat with a couple of guys in scoring position.
Yeah, and you know one man who'd love for him to come through big time right here is his pitcher. We'll see if he can get it done.
Runners are at second and third with 1 down. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. Looks like he's not going to see anything here.
Yeah, I don't think so either. They gave him 2 shots to see if he'd go out of the zone to try to chase. And after that, I'm thinking they should just put him on.
3-0 now.
Oh, with every pitch it misses, he just keeps digging himself a deeper and deeper hole.
That's on the outer edge, 3-1. Now a check swing here, and no swing, says the home plate umpire. Not even an appeal. It's ball 4. Derek Norris could really open this lead up early if he can deliver here with the bases juiced.
And these chances are sometimes few and far between. You got to make the most of them, and a big hit here could really change the feeling of this game.
Swing and a line drive. And he just ramps up and gears the fastball by him. 0-2.
Now with 2 strikes, he can put the ground ball on the back burner and really go after the strikeout here.
In under the hands with a fastball, it's 1-2.
Yeah, and he didn't want that one to be in the strike zone. Even with the bases loaded, this is still a strikeout situation, remember.
The 1-2 pitch. Late making contact on that swing, and will do it again on 1-2. Ready to deliver the 1-2. On the ground to second base. This could be 2. 1 there. Back to Rizzo, and they get out of it here. A double play to retire the side. Just what the doctor ordered. He gets the double play to get him out of the inning. Back with more Monday Night Baseball following this. Chris Bryant is ready here as we begin the top of the 4th.
And right here is an important time for them to climb back into this one. They definitely want to even this one up sooner rather than later.
Ross is ready. Here comes the first pitch. And the first pitch of the inning here misses down and in for a ball. It's 1-0. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
And down by a run, a leadoff walk would certainly help the cause. He's got to shrink that strike zone here and not chase anything that he shouldn't be swinging at.
Two and one.
One strike.
And he misses low here, so the count goes to 3-1.
Well, I think it's time to attack now because these guys haven't been in too many good hitters' counts. This is where you need to pounce.
The 3-1 pitch is a slider, and he can't pull the trigger. It's 3-2 now. No walks yet. Here's the delivery. Now he lifts a high pop-up, drifting into foul territory on the right side. A quick out number one.
Yeah, very tough to get on top of a fastball at 96. Even if you miss it by an inch or two, this is what the result will be, an easy pop-up.
Anthony Rizzo stands in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Swing and a little tapper. Throw gets him. 2 down.
The batter, number 9, second baseman, Javier Baez.
At the plate, Javier Baez. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Well, at the very least, he went down hacking. It's just one of the many frustrations that go along with hitting, and you have to accept that it's going to happen sometimes.
Outside with the fastball. That's 1-0. Fourth inning of a 2-1 ball game. Slider, but that's below the knees, and it's 2-0. There's a line drive, and he's swinging it as good as anyone, folks. The streak will continue. He's got a base hit.
Well, you know you're talking about a nice streak when you get up over 10 games in a row, and now that's 11 for this guy, so he is feeling it.
Here's Jason Hayward now, as he'll pick on the first pitch and hit a ground ball towards second. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. One left for the Cubs. They're down 2-1. Corey Spangenberg is set to lead us off in the home half of the fourth inning.
Second baseman, Corey Spangenberg.
And here's a fastball called for strike one. And there's ball one. And here's a pitch swung on and missed. 1-2 now.
Nothing fancy. 3 fastballs so far in this at-bat. He could go just about anywhere from here.
Bouncer down the line. Rizzo is right there. To the bag with it himself is Rizzo for the out.
The batter, number 7.
And these two teams right back at it tomorrow night. We'll have coverage of Game 2 of the series in high definition on the show as you get a look there at the 2 starters scheduled to oppose one another. Number 70 steps into the box. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Behind on that one. Now behind in the count, 0-1. 2 runs, 5 hits. No errors in the ballgame for the Padres. Gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. And they'll try to bounce a curveball on 0-2, but he holds back. It's 1-2 now.
You know, it's always hard to battle back and win an at-bat when you're down 0-2, and we'll see if he can do it right here.
And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there. 2 away.
And we're going to check out that sequence right here on Show Track. The first 3 pitches all going to be down in the strike zone. So you've got the guy thinking he's going to see something else down around the knees. But that's when they change things up and change the eye level of the hitter, and they get that last pitch by him right at the letters.
Into the box, Tyson Ross. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1.
And I think now you're starting to get the sense that he's put that first inning behind him, and he looks a lot more comfortable out there now.
2 out, nobody on. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
It was kind of a delayed swing right there. He looked like he had to wait to see if it was going to be anywhere close, and now he's in a big hole.
Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. 3 up, 3 down for San Diego. They lead it 2-1. Leading off the inning, Addison Russell, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
And in a pretty close game so far, they'd love to see this guy get on base so they can get a rally started to get back in this thing.
And that one's in on the hands to start the inning. It's ball 1. That one's going to find the seats. Strike 1. Oh, they have him looking awfully confused up there right now. It's 1-2.
And this has been a common problem for all of these guys. They just can't lay off that pitch down and away.
High in the air out to center field. Center fielder has a beat on it. Makes the play, 1 away.
Now batting, catcher, Miguel Montero.
1 away now for Miguel Montero. And he'll hold off on the slider here to start the at-bat. It's ball 1. Downstairs, 2 balls and no strikes. 1 run on 3 hits. 1 error for the Cubs to this point. On the ground to the right side. Fielded by Spangenberg. Throw gets him. 2 down.
Boy, and on 2-0, if that pitch isn't right where you want it, you got to let it go. you still have the count in your favor at 2-1. Here he goes after a pitch that, although it was a strike, that's a pitcher's strike. That's not the pitch you want to hit. And all he can do is hit an easy grounder.
Stepping in now, John Lackey. As he overcommits here to a slider out of the zone, 1 strike to count.
Well on his way to another good inning right here, and you see the pitch count. It's not even close to being a factor just yet.
Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. Ross into his motion. Here it is on 0-2. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. Our score remains 2-1. John Jay will step in now to lead off the inning as his guys look to maybe break the rut they've been stuck in.
Yeah, and after that first inning, it's been all zeros since. And once he kind of got settled into that groove, he's been a difficult nut to crack.
A fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1. The pitch count there. 1 pitch into his 5th inning of work. Not much of a concern, I wouldn't imagine.
Yeah, it shouldn't be. He hasn't had any real overtaxed innings, so he should be fine for the time being.
This is hit the other way out toward left field. Schwarber has him played perfectly as he puts it away for out number 1.
Yeah, that's just a low fastball here on the outside corner. You see him try to drive the ball the other way, but he got under it just a little bit too much, and that becomes an easy flyout.
Here's the shortstop, Alexi Ramirez. First pitch here is hit off to the right side and fouled. It's strike 1. Swing and a ball line hard towards short. Throw on to first takes care of him. 2 very quick outs to start the home 5th.
Now batting.
And that ball is rifled at him that time, and it just about took him into left field. But somehow he gets his glove down there and makes a nice play.
So here's Matt Kemp now. As he takes a called strike on the black, it's 0-1. Fifth inning, 2-1 our score. Missed low and inside with it, 1-1. Even at a ball and a strike, here's the pitch. Right side, hit hard. He lays out, but he can't make the play, and it's through into right. So it's a multi-hit game for him as that ball finds a crease into right field. And you see there, he's currently in 2nd place on the Friars in that category.
Yeah, he's a big producer offensively for this ball club. Definitely one of the guys they depend on to make things happen.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Will Myers. He singled his last time up. And Lackey jumps ahead of him here with the fastball. Strike 1.
Now you got to regroup after the 2-out single. You're in a dangerous spot in the lineup, so the inning's not over yet. Not by a long shot.
Swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. Low and away with that one. It's 1-2. On the ground to the left side. Bryant's got it. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Dexter Fowler will be the one to lead it off when we come back. It's the Padres 2 and the Cubs 1. Dexter Fowler will stand in to lead things off as the top of this batting order really hasn't been much of a factor so far.
Yeah, and between the top 3 guys in this lineup, no hits between them. And you got to figure you're not going to win too many games when that's the case.
Padres are going to get something going out in the bullpen now as a left-hander has stood up to throw. First offering on its way. Swing and a miss on a pitch below the knees. 1 strike. For that man right there, just the 1 run allowed. The question is, can he make that lead stand up?
Well, he hasn't shown too many signs of cracking so far. He's got the look of someone right now who's ready to go the distance.
Chopped down the first baseline, but it's a foul ball, says the first base umpire. Trying to strike him out for the second time. And Fowler swings and misses as he's retired for round number 1.
Yeah, another good start to an inning for him here. He's really only made 1 bad pitch the entire game. That was the solo home run. Other than that, you can see there, not much to speak of at all.
Kyle Schwarber will stand in again. He's flown out in each of his first 2 plate appearances thus far.
Yeah, and he just needs to make a small adjustment and stay through the middle of the ball. Think about hitting the line drive right back up the middle.
Swinging a ball hit on the ground. This is foul for the first strike. Looks like double-barreled action now in the San Diego bullpen as they get a lefty and a right-hander up to throw. Fastball. Whoa, look out. That just about got him in the coconut. Low-scoring game thus far. 2-1 here in the 6th. Tap fouled at home plate. One and 2. Here it comes. And another foul ball. And here's a ball lifted high into foul ground down the right field line. Settling under it is Kemp as he tucks this one away for out number 2.
Now batting, third baseman, Chris Bryant.
Chris Bryant will get his 3rd shot at it here. He's bounced out and popped out in his previous 2 trips.
Well, on the bright side, I guess, he is putting the ball in play. He's just not getting that solid contact that you're looking for when a guy is really seeing the ball well.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Oh, this one bounces off the pitcher. Fortunately, he's able to stick with it and get the out at first, and that'll put an end to the inning. Cubs are down in order. They still trail it here 2-1. Yangervis Solarte gets things started here in the 6th for the hometown team.
Third baseman, Yangervis Solarte.
Lackey looks in. Here's the first pitch. Sent on the ground out to second. There's Baez. Throw in time at first. A nice play in short right for the first out.
Well, he is definitely doing his part out there. You see his line so far. He's keeping his guys in the ball game. He's just not getting any help offensively.
Derek Norris will dig in here. 1 for 2. He's singled and grounded out so far.
Yeah, putting the ball in play. Sometimes that's half the battle.
And he lays off there 1-0. Bases are empty. 1 man out. And he lays off a fastball here that looked pretty good, but it's 2-0. Not the first time he's felt the squeeze tonight.
Yeah, he's looking and saying, what do I got to do to get a strike?
From the windup, the 2-0 pitch. And a very low strike there. Trying to speed up the game, perhaps. It's 2-1. Makeup call there?
I don't know, but let's just say they're even.
Lackey at an even 70 pitches now in the outing. He's fallen behind now, 3-1. Corey Spangenberg waits on deck. To short. Throw to first gets him, and Lackey looks to be in control here. There are 2 away.
Now batting, second baseman, Corey Spangenberg.
Corey Spangenberg will stand in again. A couple of groundouts for him on the ledger in his 2 trips so far.
Yeah, just sort of rolling over on it, guys. See if you can make a small adjustment and get through one here.
Bryant will put this one away, and the side is retired. Padres down in order as they're unable to add to their 2-1 lead. Back here at Petco Park, Padres out in front in this one as we come to our game summary for the first 6 innings of play. Anthony Rizzo will come forward now to begin the 7th inning in what's been a very briskly played ball game here tonight.
And that's what happens when you get 2 starters that are on top of their game. It's been great pitching, great defense, not a lot of base runners, and a very even game through 6 innings.
A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. Tries to catch him napping, but he missed the bunt attempt. Strike 1. And this one's downstairs. It's a ball and a strike. Ready with the 1-1 pitch. Chopped foul right at home plate. Here's the 1-2 delivery. Oh, and that runs in and gets him. So now the potential tying run is aboard to lead off the inning.
Yeah, a bad spot there to lose your release point. This one just continues to run inside and gets him, and now all of a sudden that puts a tying run on base.
Now we're going to have a conference at the home plate area, so it would appear that we'll see a double switch here. Carlos Villanueva is in out of the bullpen now as he'll be inserted into the number 6 spot following the double switch.
Number 23.
Austin Hedges will also come on now as he'll move into the pitcher's number 9 hold in the order here on that double switch.
Austin Hedges.
So a big moment here, and standing in, Javier Baez. And he does so representing the possible go-ahead run.
Yeah, but you got to make sure that he doesn't try to do too much here. Just keep that line moving. Do something productive and give the next guy a chance as well.
Grounded foul. And he gets him to swing through that one. He's in control, 0-2.
One thing you've got to be aware of as a hitter is he's going to give you a bit of a variety up there. He's got 5 pitches, and he's going to use all of them.
Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1.
That's a big strikeout here with that tying run still at first. And now you're basically a ground ball away from getting out of this.
Jason Hayward will stand in again as we take you back to earlier in the ball game. This one swing here has been the entire offense to this point, as this home run accounted for the only run they've tallied so far. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. He'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball one. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Center fielder on the run, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
Well, this is why you have your speediest outfielder in center field. He doesn't have to be your best outfielder, but he's got to be able to track some things down, and this is why they've got him out there right now. What a brilliant play.
Addison Russell will stand in for the third time now, still without a hit, so that streak could be in a bit of jeopardy.
And I think that's in the back of his mind, but it's not something he's really focused on. He just wants to get up there and put a good swing on the ball.
Check his swing there. Did he go around? No, says the first base umpire. Ball one. 1-0 pitch on the way. And this one gets away. But fortunately, no advance. Pretty good cut there, but it's to 2-1 now. Quick check on that tying run at first, and he's back easily. He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Looks at a fastball inside, so he's in the driver's seat. 3-1.
He knows the drill out there. You got to make him swing the bat. Cannot be giving up walks at this stage of the game, because those could be fatal.
Ready on 3-1. Here's the pitch. 3-2 now. A pretty dangerous spot for that one.
I don't think it was by design. It's one thing to miss your spots out of the zone, but when you miss in the zone, especially up, that's when you tend to get hurt.
And he missed with it. Ball 4. So that means now the potential tying run will move into scoring position at second.
Oh, and you know he wanted that one. Now the inning will continue, and a guy moves up into scoring position here.
Miguel Montero gets a shot now with 2 men on and 2 away here in inning number 7.
And we'll see here if he can come through. It can be discouraging to see opportunities like this late in a ball game go untapped.
And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike. 0-1.
And that's what he needed here with 2 outs. He couldn't afford to fall behind another guy here in the inning, so that's a good job to jump in that driver's seat with strike 1.
Grounded to first. He's right there, and the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Cubs strand a couple. They're down 2-1. Number 70 will dig in. 0 for 2 in the ballgame.
For the Padres.
That hits the outside corner. It's strike 1. For that man right there, you need look back only to his last start to see a performance like the one he's shown here so far.
And well on his way to another great outing. And that's what you get when you mix your speeds and throw a lot of strikes.
And here's a curveball in the dirt that time for a ball. 1-1. One and two now as that one's fouled off. Lackey gets the sign, looking to put him away here on a ball and 2 strikes. Chop foul at the plate. It'll remain 1-2. Hit to short. Russell has it. And a good throw gets him 1 gone.
Now batting.
He's been able to get outs when he needs them with that curveball, and there you see what his pitch breakdown has been so far.
Austin Hedges will come on, and as he's newly entered into the ballgame, he'll get his first plate appearance now here in inning number 7. And there's the fastball from Lackey, 0-1.
He's done a really good job of kind of getting ahead of hitters here by throwing first pitch strikes to 70% of the batters he's faced, and that's why he's doing so well.
Smoke toward the hole. Rizzo is there. And he'll take this to the bag himself, and there are 2 away now.
Worth a look at his pitches by inning so far. You can see he's up to 80 for the game right now, so he should still be in pretty good shape.
John Jay will stand in. He flew out his last time up. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And a strike called at the knees. 0-1.
Yeah, he's definitely still bringing it. It's the 7th inning, and we're still hearing the catcher's mitt snapping all the way up here.
We're in the 7th inning now of a pitcher's duel. 2-1 our score. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
Right back, same pitch, also knee high. He wasn't buying that one either. He's going to have to do something now. He's down 2 strikes.
And no swing, apparently. Ball 1.
Yeah, you could tell right there. 0-2, he's just thinking about protecting the plate. And he nearly chased a bad one there. But he caught himself at the last possible instant.
Here's a high pop-up. Baez settles under it near second. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down for San Diego. They still lead it 2-1. Kevin Quackenbush will be summoned from the bullpen now as he'll take over to start inning number 8.
Kevin Quackenbush.
Chris Coghlan will pinch hit here, and he's the potential tying run.
Coghlan.
And here's a called strike at the knees. Don't think he liked that one too much, but it's 0-1.
Not a bad idea to take a look at that one there. Now that you've seen the curveball, you can start to get a better gauge on it. Get a feel for what it looks like coming out of the pitcher's hand.
Off the plate and in. It's a ball and a strike. A little bit outside. 2-1. All even now, 2-2. Swing and a hot shot toward third, and that's going to be a base hit. So a great job off the bench, and he's aboard here to lead off the inning.
The batter, number 24.
That's a huge leadoff single as he's the tying run down there at first. Look how excited he is. Man, he's fired up.
Dexter Fowler will stand in, and they've done a good job keeping him off base at the top of the lineup. He's 0 for 3 thus far.
Yeah, guys, not really providing the spark that they usually hope to get out of him. Maybe he can make something happen right here.
And a curveball in for a strike. A look here at the hits per side here in the late going. Set to deliver the 0-1. Oh, got him to swing out of his shoes on that one. 0-2.
And this has been his problem all night long. Just keeps going after pitches that he should be watching.
Oh, 2, here it comes. And he is down on strikes again. So get your hats out. That's the 3rd strikeout of the game. 8th inning here from Petco Park. The Friars out on top in front of their home crowd as you get a look there at the line score to this point in the contest. Kyle Schwarber stands into the box. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. And that misses inside. 1-0. Here comes the 1-0. Now it's 2-0.
And now with a 2-0 count, both pitches have been in. This might be where you say, all right, I'm going to let it fly if this next one's middle away.
Our pitcher's duel continues here. 2-1 score as we play the 8th. Shot toward right center. And that'll get down for a base hit. And he is in there at 3rd as the possible tying run.
They're applying a little pressure here for one of the first times tonight. That puts runners at the corners now with 1 away. So this becomes an opportunity they need to take advantage of.
So striding in, Chris Bryant, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at 3rd. Here's a curveball that runs outside. It's ball 1.
Even though this is still just a 1-run game, this thing could get ugly in a hurry. So if you've got an out pitch, you better pull it out of the bag right now.
Trying to hold the lead. Grounded to 3rd. Out it goes right through him into left field. And the tying run is in to score from 3rd. It's now a 2-2 ball game.
Late inning problems have doomed this team all season. It's the hallmark of a losing ball club, not being able to hold on to a lead. And here's another example of the bullpen serving up the tying run here in the late innings.
Anthony Rizzo stands in now. And he'll try to take control of the inside part of the plate here as that misses. It looked like he was giving him the evil eye down there, and I can't say I blame him.
Yeah, well, he's already been plunked once, and I don't think he's going to stand for too much more of that.
Oh, and he had him guessing there, and it's a ball and a strike.
And after you move a guy off the plate and you know he's all worked up, that's a perfect time to drop a curveball or a changeup on him. Great pitch call right there.
Hoping to keep it tied. Here it comes. Down low, 2 balls and a strike.
This is the kind of inning he's not pitching efficiently. He's just trying to be too darn fine. He's not trusting his stuff.
Hit hard on the ground to second, and that's through for a base hit. Around 3rd and being waved on home. Throw comes in quickly here, so that'll hold that go-ahead run at third now with still only one away. Cutting it close here, but he comes through in the 8th to extend his hitting streak.
You kind of wonder why guys would pitch to him in this situation. You know someone wants to end this streak, but he just finds a way to get another hit.
Brandon Maurer will come on now, really needing that double play ball as the bases are loaded here with only one man out.
Maurer.
Here's Javier Baez. And there's a swing and a miss at an off-speed pitch to start him out. 0-1.
And once he's seen that you've got a little loop in your swing, he won't be afraid to throw that pitch in a spot like this.
Bases are loaded here. One man out. In the dirt and blocked behind the plate. Good job to corral this quickly as the runners hold on. And he finds a way to catch the zone here. It's 1-2.
Yeah, definitely taken all the way. Not a bad idea with the bases loaded.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Hit hard on the ground to third. To second for 1. On to first. And talk about doing the job out of the bullpen. 1 batter, 2 outs, and the inning is over. Around the horn they go. 5-4-3 to end the threat. We're back with more on this Monday night after this. Hector Rondon is on out of the bullpen now as he'll take over to start the bottom of the 8th.
Hector Rondon.
Now at the plate, Alexi Ramirez. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
The shortstop, Alexi Ramirez.
Chop foul over towards the dugout. Rondon's ready. Here it comes. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now. 0-2.
Boy, tough slider right there. Had him leaning back. I don't think he could have done anything with that pitch, even if he did swing at it.
Can't quite get around in time to keep it fair, and it remains 0-2. And that is swung on and missed, and Ramirez is a strikeout victim. 1 away.
Oh, and that's a good pitch right there. That's just a hard-breaking slider down and away. And you get the hitter to be enticed by that pitch when it's about halfway there. That was looking like it was going to be a fastball on the outer half. Then it just flat disappears on you, and you're left wondering, what happened?
So here's Matt Kemp now. Now a swing and a ball lofted down the right field line and fairly deep. And he will run this one down. A good read off the bat for the second out.
And right here you've got the right fielder shading just a bit towards the alley. And I thought he'd have too far to go to get this ball, but he does close quickly out there, and he makes the play near the line.
Here's Will Myers. Low with a fastball here in the dirt even. It's ball 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Grounded to short. On to first, and this will remain a tie ball game as the inning is over. Stick around because Jason Hayward will lead things off when we come back. And we are tied 2-2. A nighttime view of what they call America's finest city, San Diego, California. Few would argue. Thanks for joining baseball on the show. And there is Jason Hayward. He'll step in trying to do something about this 2-2 tie. First delivery to him on the way. This is grounded foul. Hit on the ground down the first baseline, but that'll get foul. It's 0-2 now. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a little blooper to center. Waiting on it, the center fielder. One down.
And this is all about taking charge out there. That's the center fielder's ball if he can get there. So he calls everybody off, and he makes the play easily.
Addison Russell stands in, reached on a walk in his last trip. Swing and a ball hit high in the air, deep down the left field line. This has plenty of carry, and this had home run distance, but it just does hook foul. The windup and the 0-1. Swing and a miss on the slider, and he's quickly behind 0-2.
Down 0-2 after two great sliders. He's got his work cut out for him now.
And the slider gets him swinging. 2 gone.
Just a great two-strike pitch right there. And that's all you can say. As a hitter, you're seeing fastball out of his hand, and then boom, just disappears on you.
Here's the catcher now, Miguel Montero. As he'll go after the first pitch and bounce one foul for the first strike. Bounce towards the second baseman. Spangenberg has it. Throw in time, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. And this game is still tied at 2-2. Yonhervis Solarte strides in to lead us off here in the bottom of the 9th inning.
Third baseman, number 26.
Rondon looks in. First pitch on the way. Seared down the first baseline. And he'll take this to the bag. 3 unassisted for the first out.
Well, I think he got away with one right there. I mean, this is a fastball right down the middle. And he just smokes this ball, too. But unfortunately, he hits it right at someone. So it becomes a fairly easy out.
Brett Wallace will grab a bat to pinch hit here. And you wonder if he'll be swinging for the downs, trying to walk off with a victory. Line towards center field. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
2 quick outs here to start the inning. It's looking more and more likely that we're going to need extra innings here to decide this one.
Corey Spangenberg stands into the box. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. First pitch of the at-bat. And he takes a pitch that's ruled a strike at the knees. Pretty liberal strike zone there. It's 0-1.
That thing's coming in there hot. 96 miles an hour.
Hit hard down the line. But this will be a foul ball as he's behind 0-2 now. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Hit down the third baseline. But this will be a foul ball, and it's still 0-2. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Lays off that time, and it's 1-2.
That's a pitch you have to lay off right there. That tight slider busting down and out of the zone. All that can do is tie you up.
Able to protect the plate with 2 strikes, and he'll see another one. Drilled down the line, but this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. This is flared out towards second, and that is in there for a 2-out base knock.
Yep, there's your potential winning run on first base. 2 outs. Now, at least you've given yourself a chance. A ball in the gap here has the potential to be a game winner, so we might see a no-doubles defense out there now.
Now time is called, and a very wise decision here with the potential winning run at first. They'll opt to put a little extra speed on the base paths. Number 70 has a chance to end this one and send these fans home happy if he can get a ball deep enough into the gap.
And in the field, I got to expect them to be playing what's called no doubles defense, Matt. Basically, you got to guard the lines in the infield, and in the outfield, play deep enough so that you can cut off all the gaps.
Possible winning run stands at first with 2 out here. And, looked like ball 2 below the knees, but it's ruled a strike, and that evens the count at 1-1.
Yeah, there's a good one right there, right over the top, and just fire that thing in there.
A good action on the 2-seamer there, and it's 1-2.
And sometimes you got to cut down a little stride against a guy who's throwing this hard. Either you take that leg kick completely out of the equation, or you get it started just a little bit quicker.
Lifted in the air out towards left center. On the move is Fowler, but he's not going to get this one. It's into the gap. And now third base coach Glenn Hoffman's going to wave him on home. And the Padres are going to walk off as winners.
Well, this is just a great finish to this ball game. No hesitation there rounding third. Wasn't even thinking about stopping. And he comes all the way around to score from first base with the winning run.
Well, you always hope to get a good outing from your starting pitcher, but this man went above and beyond in this one. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, not the longest outing he'll ever have. He only made it 6 full innings, but he definitely brought his good stuff to the ballpark, and he winds up helping his guys get out of here with a victory.
So that's a wrap here tonight. For my partners in the booth, Eric Karros and Steve Lyons, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. And for more, click on over to theshownation.com. The Padres win it 3-2. Good night from San Diego.
The final line score of our ball game tonight for the victorious